Hi, I'm Paul.
I'm Adam.
Benjamin at your service.
And this is FilmBusters.
Always.
Oh, can you just do it normally, Ben?
FilmBusters.
Adam. Don't get all defensive because you didn't think of an original idea to say.
I know.
Well, not really much I can change in my name. I'm Ad. That's about it.
Ugh. Don't ever call yourself Ad.
I know. I would never call you Ad or Ads.
Exactly.
Some people do call you that nonsense, don't they?
Yeah.
What does Caitlin call you?
Sexy hunky.
Oh, yeah, right.
When she's not drunk. When she's sober, I mean.
Same thing.
Well, it's been a long time since we did a podcast, hasn't it?
It has been. Time has flown.
Too long.
Well, the first thing we've got to do is do the quiz.
Good.
Right, so Ben, you were on 35, Adam's on 34, and I'm on 37.
What's Adam on?
34.
Okay, so kind of all to play for on this one.
Yeah.
The two questions.
Yeah,
the whole rankings could change.
So Ben, you could catch up with me, and we could be level pegging.
Oh.
I don't think these questions are that tricky, actually. You should be able to get these two
He always
questions.
picks the hard ones.
I know.
These questions-
Who's more likely to get these questions, me or Adam?
Both of you.
You.
You both have a fair
Equal.
share in getting these. I promise you.
Do you know them without having seen the answers?
Yes.
Okay, let's do this.
Okay, first question. Are you ready?
100%.
The character, Marion Crane, died in what movie?
Psycho.
Well done, Ben.
Adam, what's
done,
happened
well
to
done.
you?
You watch Bates Motel. You should know these
Yeah.
things.
He's got to think. It's the speed that gets me. Benny Boy knows everything.
It's Marion Crane in Bates Motel.
She's at the end, I
They
think.
talk about it in the end, yeah.
Oh, Adam, then you've got no excuse. What's the score? 37 to Paul, 36 to Ben, and 34 to Adam.
Yes.
It's pathetic.
Oh, Paul's sweating for the first time in a long time.
Sorry, Adam, but you are not going to be catching up with anyone today.
Pathetic.
Right, should we go to the next question?
Please.
Okay, here we go. Fingers on voice boxes. What is Indiana Jones's first name?
Oh my god. I swear we had this the other day.
Come on. Come on now.
Adam's going to get it first. It's more
Oh, for
his
fuck's sake,
thing,
man.
but it's something really normal, I think.
Yes.
Oh, I know it, Henry.
Yes, well done, Ben.
Come on.
Were you
I
caught
was
up
going to
with
say
me?
Harry. I was going to say Harry.
I was going to say
but I was like,
John,
don't
but
say
I
it,
was
it's
so
wrong.
unsure of it.
They only revealed that in the Crystal Skulls one, am I right?
I'm not even sure, to be honest.
Ah.
No one
Anyway,
likes Crystal
I
Skull.
caught up with the boss.
Look at that. 37. And Adam's there on his little 34.
Now I'm excited.
Shameful.
Now things are getting interesting.
Now they're interesting. Adam, I'm really surprised at you.
Why?
You should be on an Indiana Jones question. Out of the three of us,
I
you're the most
haven't
Indiana
watched
Jones type
That many
personality.
Indiana Jones.
Interesting.
So, Ben's on 37, Adam's on 34, and I'm on 37. Shall we go on to the main event?
I would love to.
Oh, that's a good theme tune, Adam.
Keep that in. Absolutely. That was fantastic. Adam, was that real? It sounded
Yeah.
fake.
It tickled my nose a lot.
Jesus, my headphones.
The main event. Here is our feature topic, plus Adam might do a rubbish plot summary.
Are you fucking serious?
Right, we are talking about the Ballad of Buster Scruggs. If you have not seen this film, then
Buster
please turn off
Scruggs.
now because we are going to do a spoiler episode. If you do like spoilers, then just stay and listen because we're going to spoil it. So, Adam, would you like to explain the plot?
So this is Buster Scruggs. It is directed by the Coen brothers. It's about 6 individual stories in the Wild West.
That was very on point.
I don't know what else to say about it, to be fair.
It's true. Without explaining
it's
too
true.
much of plot.
It's very on point.
Some people call it an anthology film.
It's a Western anthology, isn't it? It's 6
Yes.
films. 6 short films.
Yes.
Exactly. It's a Netflix original.
It's interesting that the Coens have actually gone to Netflix to make a film, I've got to
Well,
say.
money, innit?
Yeah.
But that you think like they've got enough artistic integrity to just keep doing it by themselves and not need the Netflix.
Well, I think
Money,
I think they started making the film and then Netflix bought the rights for it once it was like in production.
is that the
I
case?
I think that's the case for most films, to be honest.
Because they did it with that new Jungle Book film as well, didn't they?
That's
Yeah,
true.
Yeah.
And I think
looks
they've done it with the
awful.
Irishman as well, haven't they?
They have. Can I just propose something which we sort of spoke about, but so the listeners know, because there's 6 individual films that make up this two and a bit hour movie. We're going to break it down in chunks, and we'll review each film on its own merits, and then we'll just like review the whole thing at the end, give our overall view on the film at the end. Yeah,
I 100% agree with that. I 100% agree, and it's quite a nice film to review because it's so fragmented, and you can easily like pick it apart.
And we can pick our favourite section.
Absolutely. Well, the very first film in the Ballad of Buster Scruggs is the Ballad of Buster Scruggs.
Yay!
Yes.
So then, let's start off with rate marks out of 10, and then we'll discuss. Go ahead, you boys.
I enjoyed the Buster Scruggs one. I'd give that an 8.
Okay. Paul?
A 7.
Ooh! Really now?
Yeah.
I give it a 10.
Would you?
It's a 10, yeah. Loved it.
It was
so
good
much.
fun. It was a great opening to a film, but I look going through the film. It wasn't my favourite section.
Okay, alright. So, 7. It sounds like you didn't really enjoy it, Paul.
It's not a film that I'd be so amazed by that I'd give it a 10 because it don't give me that lasting feeling. It's quite I like the idea of it. It's like very cartoony, it's fun, it's very Coen Brothers, like early Coen Brothers.
Very Coen Brothers. Out of all the films in this, wouldn't you say this one was the most Coen?
100%.
Yeah.
But I don't know. It didn't have that gritty Coen Brothers thing that I like.
Yeah, but it was a comedy one. It was like a black comedy version.
Yeah, I know.
But also, it was the whole opening of a film. It's like this is the main title character. I thought they were all going to be about him, just in a different point of his life. Like they're just going through his little stories that he goes. I didn't realise they're completely separate people. They focus on every time. So when they killed him off at the beginning, I was like, oh shit.
When they killed him off, I was like, oh, okay, all right. And when he goes off singing his song, which I just thought was great, like everything about it, I thought was wicked. I love his like sweet, innocent disposition, and then he's like killing every motherfucker. How good was that when he goes into the second saloon and he at the poker table and he kills a guy by stomping down
he kicks the table and the thing hits him in the face.
The double shot,
brilliant.
The double shot in the face.
The double shot was great.
And did you see him when he's laying down, when he was dead on the floor, and his eyes were open? Yeah. That was scary, man.
I know, but it was gritty, realistic. The Coens do dead people really well. It's weird.
Yeah,
they do. Like when people are dead, and there's something like that's kind of off about them, but they show it to you. Like so, I'm trying to think of an example, and I can't even think of one now. Did you like the singing? I like the singing.
I was quite interested.
I liked him floating up to heaven.
I liked his singing.
Yeah.
But then I kind of didn't really like the other guy who killed him.
You are that other guy, man.
I thought it was a bit cringy.
Yeah, well, I know.
Singing.
I liked it so much. It was I don't know. It hit me, man.
No, but at the same time, it's a heartwarming kind of short film, I'd say.
Yeah, in a weird way.
Yeah, in a weird way.
It was just quite a simple shoot 'em up, but like by the end, because of how you've seen him be, you're like, well, he's just gonna take this man in black down totally.
Yeah.
And when the guy was like, "Do you need a count?" and he was like, "No, sir," bang, straight away.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, maybe it's just gone through his hat.
Yeah.
And then it's like, no, actually, he's blown his brains out the back of his head.
They did love that shot straight in the middle of the forehead, didn't they?
Yeah.
Everyone seemed to have got killed with a shot in the middle of the forehead.
That's true. That is true. I enjoy it. And he shot that guy's fingers off.
Yeah, one by one.
Before that, oh man, one by one. And just like his little cracks again, like basically, in summary, I love the dialogue, I love the character, I love the songs, and I love the fact that he died at the end. It was just it was like you say, it was kind of cartoony and sweet, and it was a nice setup.
Yeah, and I also liked the bit where they were all singing in the bar about him just being killed, and then his brother walks in.
His brother.
He's like, my brother. And everyone's just singing.
That was good, man. I'll tell you this much. I'll give you a little sneak preview. It's not my only 10 in this film.
Oh shit!
There's one more 10.
One more 10.
So good. So we got a 10 from Ben, an 8 from Adam, and a 7 from Paul.
The next one is the pan shot one with James Franco,
which is called Near Algodones. I got them all written down here.
Oh, nice.
I can't remember that one.
You did your research, didn't you?
I got all the names.
Oh yeah, I can't remember that one now. Yeah, that was alright.
Near Algodones.
I'd give that one a 7.
Paulie?
I'd give that one an 8.
Benny gives that one an 8 too.
I like that.
See, this is the thing. I didn't prefer it to the first one, and it was kind of a bit of a come down in the film. That's why I think it probably was.
In what way?
If they'd done it the other way round, I'd have probably enjoyed it more. But I was like, well, that first one was quite good and interesting, and that second one was just a bit. It kind of lost its way after a while.
Nah, man, I love that pan shot bit where he's running out going pan shot.
Pan shot.
Yeah, that was the best bit, and then the rest of it was all a bit.
That was funny. That's what I like. I like that kind of humour and that kind of like story. It's funny. Yeah. It's wacky. It's
it was wacky while trying, like, where the first one was cartoony, this one was a bit more serious, but it had weird humour in the seriousness of it.
Yeah,
of what was going on.
And when those Indians came and they started attacking them, that was brilliant.
Wow, when the way those arrows were just flying through, and the one that just missed him twice. Oof.
Was that the one where they were hiding behind the tree? Or was that
when he's sitting on his horse, about to get hung, and then the Indians come and shoot him.
Oh yeah, and they're all around him. Yeah, that was good. Yeah, that was quite good.
And there's like one guy who gets shot in the neck, tries to pull it out, and then gets shot in the neck again.
Oh yeah. Do you know what was beautiful about this one as well? The framing. And the Coens did this a lot in this film. They do it always. But you know that shot, they use it in the trailer, of where when James Franco is outside the bank before he goes in to see that guy. And the way it's just framed perfectly proportionately, they slap the little bank in the middle of the screen.
Yeah.
And the same distance either side, and you've got James Franco standing there by his horse, and you've got that skyline. It's like, man, that is an image. Beautiful image. It kept making me think of Red Dead as well, this whole film.
Do you know what?
Oh yeah, literally, I just wanted to play Red Dead.
Yeah, they released this film at a perfect time when everyone's so high on playing Red Dead Redemption, and it's like, let's watch this film, and it's like, you're like reminiscent about playing that game while you're listening to it.
Yes.
Yeah.
I like the fact that the bank teller had 3 guns under the counter as well, ready to go.
Yeah, that was good. I thought it was a good one. I liked it.
I liked it. I thought James Franco was going to be annoying, but I can see what you mean, Adam, though, in terms of come down. But you wouldn't want this to be the first film, because if you started watching it and this was the first story, you probably would be like, "Oh, this is not going to be good." Whereas when you get the Buster Scruggs one that opens it, which is outlandish and cartoonish, you're like, "Okay, I'm ready for anything." Why did you think the last thing in this film was him looking at a girl in the crowd and he goes, "There's a pretty girl," and then hangs? What do you think that? Do you think that means anything?
I don't know, but it was quite interesting. I thought he was going to make it out alive. It was like he was finally happy, and then bam, the moment he's happy with the person, he dies.
No, I don't think it's finally happy. I see it as him.
I'm finally happy with a rope around my neck.
Yeah, but
he's finally realised, wow, like, look at this beautiful girl. I could be speaking to this girl right now, being said I've got myself in this situation. I'm about to get hung.
Okay, yeah, I get it. Yeah, I agree.
It's just the outlaw way, isn't it?
It's the outlaw way. That's the Buster Scruggs song.
Is it?
No. So, all right, very good. So 2 8s and a 7. Okay. Film number 3 is known as Meal Ticket,
which is the Liam Neeson one where he's got the sideshow.
Oh yes, the man with no arms and no legs.
Dudley Dursley from Harry Potter.
Who's Dudley Dursley?
Harry Potter's stepbrother.
Was it?
Yeah.
He's lost a lot of weight.
And he's lost a lot of limbs.
Wait, that wasn't an actual amputee in this story?
No.
Oh my god, well then they did that very well. He looked like an amputee. Okay, then I need to change my rating.
He definitely wasn't. It was definitely Dudley Dursley.
Why are you going to change your rating then?
Well, because
up or down?
Well, I don't know. Maybe I won't change it. I give this one a 6.
I'd give it Actually, no, I'll give it a 6. I said a 7 a second ago, but I'll give it a 6.
Yeah,
I just got bored of it. It went on for too long.
Absolutely agree.
It was almost like, where is this going now? I'm pretty sure it was the longest segment, wasn't it?
It felt like it.
Yeah.
It almost is like they got Liam Neeson in it and they really wanted to make it count.
It really worked for Liam Neeson because that's his kind of character. But
what star rating are you giving it, Paul?
6.
What number?
6 as well.
Oh, all 6s. Okay.
Yeah. Half the short film was just him speaking lines from Shakespeare and the Bible.
I know, and it went kind of nowhere. The fact that he was doing it didn't mean anything in the greater scheme of the story at all.
And then once we'd seen him do it once, banging some girl, and then it was like, he turned him around, and it was like helping him go for a piss, and then it went back to normal again.
I mean,
it's
all about the harshness and the greediness of man. At the end of the day, that's what the moral of the story is. But it's like you didn't get the whole story, and the fact that you didn't even see him throw him off the bridge, it's kind of cut. And it's like, well, show us the. If you want to show us the big finale, then show it to us. Don't just like hide it from us and just make us think what happened. even though it said it in the book.
Yes, I kept pausing it. Did you keep pausing it when the book, each book ended so you could read
it? I didn't.
I know you don't, because you're bloody impatient. You're like, no, carry on with the film straight away. I can't stop and read things. I'm too busy to read.
Yeah, it spoke about him falling and splashing into the water and stuff, didn't it?
Yeah. I definitely found... good, I'm glad that you two thought the same, because I thought that this... Because just having read a little bit online, it seems like most people prefer this story the most.
Really?
Yeah, I don't get it.
It's probably quite a deep film, isn't it? It's the most normal out of all of them. Whereas all the other ones got that stupid humour to them. Whereas
like the fact that this guy got replaced by a chicken was the sad, tragic thing, like you say, about the harshness of it. Like, it's only about what's going to get this guy his next dinner. Yeah. Is it going to be the limbless guy, or is it going to be the chicken that can fucking do addition? I have to say, I am impressed that that's not an actual amputee. I did not realise that was the guy from Harry Potter. And how did they do that? It looks so good.
Green screen.
It looks so realistic. Was it all green screen?
You wear all those, those suits, the motion capture suits on your arms, and then just edit over it.
Wow. Well, do you know what? Oh, man. I kind of feel like I do need to give this a 7.
Because of how good that CGI was.
Yeah, I feel like I need to give it a rating.
There's better CGI with that than there was in bloody Venom.
Yeah, I agree. Should I give it another point? No, I'm sticking 6.
Listen, it's quite easy nowadays to chop off a limb.
Yes, and sew them back on like Bottom. You ever watch Bottom?
I did a long time ago.
Oh, I love that, man. Sawing off each other's legs with chainsaws and then just stitching them back on so they can walk in the next episode. Anyway. Okay, good. That was rubbish.
Yeah.
We're all agreed.
I kind of like the way they presented it, where it was like, is this a father-son thing, or is it...
If it was a bit shorter and a bit more straight to the point, then I might have enjoyed it more, but... It was like I just kind of wanted this scene to be over and get on to the next story.
It was too dragged out, wasn't it?
Yeah, 100%.
Do you know what it did make me think while I was watching it? Again, because of playing Red Dead and stuff, I was thinking, do you know what? Imagine someone who is an amputee, right? Who can't play video games, in the traditional sense. Imagine some developer in the future creating some immersive video game so that amputees could play something like Red Dead, and that would, get them to experience life in another. Yeah, like being controlling a character in the way that we do with Grand Theft Auto and Red Dead Redemption, but being limbless in real life and being able to almost live out your fantasy in a different way. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You just don't care is what you're saying. Okay, move on.
Well, we never said that.
Film number 4 is called All Gold Canyon, about a grizzled prospector looking for gold. What did we think?
I'm going to give that a 9.
9.
I 10. Really enjoyed that one.
Yeah, it was good, eh?
Yeah, really good.
I really enjoyed that story. And that was probably... It felt probably just as long, but the whole story was just brilliant.
I was interested.
Yeah.
I was kind of interested in... Is this how they used to find gold?
It was interesting. It was, because it was like, is that how you find gold? I couldn't really get my head around how that would, like, the process of elimination of getting tiny little chunks of gold to finally work out where it is must have been fucking exhausting.
Yeah.
But once you find that big nugget, you're rich.
And I loved it.
I was so happy for him.
I loved Mr. Pocket. I'm going to find you, Mr. Pocket.
Yeah, Mr. Pocket, yeah. I'll come back for you, Mr. Pocket. That guy is Tom Waits, the singer, who's got like the graveliest fucking voice ever.
I knew it was him.
Yes.
I saw his do you know what, when I was watching it I didn't realise it was him, but I saw his name in the credits at the beginning.
Oh, I only knew that he was in it up front because of the trailer. But he was really good.
Yeah.
Just because he kind of carried it by himself, didn't he? Apart from that other guy.
Yeah.
It was very good. And when he rolled over, because I was like, oh man, that sucks, because you saw him stealing the eggs from the owl's nest, and you're like, when he got shot, it was like, well, it's just what you did to the owl is now happening to you. But I was so glad when he spun round. I was like, please don't bleed out. Please don't bleed out.
Yeah. And the anticipation, like the wait's so long. The guy was just sitting there, just watching him all bleed out.
Yeah.
And you see the blood soaking into his shirt.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
That was a very good, very, very good effect. And I liked just, there was something, the reason I give that one a 10 is because there was just something quite beautiful about it as well, that when it all ends and he rolled on and rolled through, the animals came back into that sort of area, almost to say like, this is just everyone's way of living life. Everyone's out to just do what they got to do to get by. So they parted. The animals were there before. He comes in, did all that shit, almost died and moved on, and then the animals swoop right back in, and life goes on. Some other person will come through that crossing. I love that.
I see it as the effect of man on the world and how destructive they are. How they all greedy, looking to get stuff, and they all come in, basically destroying any other animal and nature's way of life just for their own good, and then leaving, and the animals come back to the destruction of a hole dug in the ground with a body in it.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, very good, very, very good.
I very much enjoyed that one.
Very good. And wasn't he grunting a lot?
Yeah,
so much.
And what was he shouting when he was shot? I can't remember now.
Oh man, what was he shouting?
That was great.
He was shouting stuff like, he was like, you trying to something, you
shot me in the back. You shot me in the back.
And then when he went into the water, he's going, it went right through, it only got my guts. It only got my guts. It's like, yeah, mate, your guts are pretty important, I'm sure. You will bleed out because your guts are perforated.
That was brilliant, mate. Love that.
I wondered why he didn't take the little specks of gold. I know they weren't big nuggets, but he
that's what I was wondering.
Specks.
Surely you just picked them as well.
Because you can get them smelted down somewhere.
See, I saw that as another. Do you know, like when you got the eggs, and it was like he saw the bird, and he was like, no, only take what I need. Take what I need. And then that's the kind of thing with the gold where he kept saying, okay, it's not enough yet. I'm not going to take it. I'm only going to take what I want, what I need. That's what I saw. Yeah. It was like a kind of a correlation between the two. Interesting. Mm-hmm. It was very good. I really enjoyed it. Yeah, very good. On to the next, number 5, The Gal Who Got Rattled.
Is that the one with the dog?
Yeah, cholera. Yes. The one whose brother died of cholera.
Oh, yes.
I don't know how I felt about this one.
I say a 7.
I don't know, actually.
I thought it dragged a bit, but then I really liked the ending.
Good Lord.
How did that one end again?
With her shooting herself in the head.
That was where the Indians come in, they're all hiding behind the log.
Oh, yeah. And then he just turns around and she's dead.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it was a lot of build-up. This guy wanted to marry her. It was like 2 separate entities. It was like, this was the bit where she wants to get married to this guy, or he wants to get married to her, and this is the part where the Indians are coming after her, but you don't get the resolution of how he felt about it. I see what you're saying, but hang on. So, Paul, what was it, a 7? Yeah, 7. And Adam?
I'm going to give it an 8.
Okay, I'm giving it a 9. But the reason that I liked it was because of what you said. The resolution thing, I kind of did want to see how he reacted at the end, but that's what I kind of liked, because I really liked their fucking relationship. You know my feelings about women in films for the most part. And I really liked her. I believed her character, and I believed their, not like romance, because it wasn't really love, it was more like marriage of convenience. But I was like, I believe this, and I'm rooting for these two, and I didn't want nothing bad to happen. Like the boy who was looking after her, I was like, oh, please hope nothing bad happens with him hurting her or something. I want him to get away. So when she goes off to just go and see the fucking dog, because she can't just let it go, and then ends up having to shoot herself in the head because of what, it's like so many tragedies that went one after another. Like if he'd only killed that dog, it wouldn't have happened. If that guy had only not said to her, shoot yourself in the head if you see them coming, everything would have been fine. All these little things built up and ended in tragedy for him. Yeah, it's very true. For him, really. Yes, sad for her, but for him. And I like that guy. The guy who fancied her, you know. Yeah. Out of all the characters, I liked the his sidekick, the one who helped her shoot the Indians. Because I think I liked his character, how he was this hard-nosed guy, didn't really want to get involved in anyone's kind of situations, and then at the end he's just been interjected into this situation that he has to confront himself and be like, I'm sorry, but I told her to shoot herself. I like that. I like that. Harsh, isn't it? Yeah. Yeah. But Adam, you obviously liked it with an 8.
But I enjoyed it, but at the same time I don't have much to say about it. I just remember enjoying it, and when it was over I was like, oh, okay. Good. Thanks for your input, son. I know, it's a bit weird, that's why I was kind of didn't know what to give this little series. Oh, and that bit where he's hiding behind the horse and smashes him in the head. So good. Yeah, that was really well done. Yeah. I didn't see it coming. That was really well done. I did not see it coming. No.
There was a lot of good scene. Again, there was lots of like. I mean, this one was quite Coen Brothers at times as well, like with the whole brother and the coughing stuff. You know, the Coens always put shit like this in their films. Like they don't explain what something means. The fact that it started with them talking about the guy who had a cough and it was a nervous cough. But okay, thank you, cholera, because I don't remember them saying that. But I was thinking, is that what it's supposed to be? But yeah. And the dog barking, which is like the coughing, is like, well, there's a meaning to that, clearly. The fact that they were talking so much about the coughing, and the fact that dog was doing that, there's meaning there, but I don't know what it is. But that's kind of nice. I like that it means something, but what? I don't know.
Yeah.
All right, we're done with that one then. All right, the final one, the Stagecoach one, was called The Mortal Remains. And the clue's in the title, because I wasn't sure what was going on in this film.
Yes.
At first.
It kind of just... you got this revelation like halfway through, didn't you? Like what this was actually about.
Yes.
And you know,
I can give that one an 8 as well.
I think the realization set in when you saw the horseman and he was whipping those horses.
Yeah.
I was like, oh wait a minute, this is a bit.
Wait, this is a bit different now. Yeah.
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 I
thought it was going to be like Dracula.
I'd probably give that an 8.
I give it an 8. So you'll give it 8s. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was different. I like the conversations.
Unraveling of characters in a weird scenario, isn't it? They all just go into one place, all these different people.
It was like the destruction of each of their characters, kind of by realization of what situation they're actually in.
Yeah, and like none of them have any realization about it, and it's just these three because you don't stop for a minute to think, why are they all travelling together? They're all so different, and it's like, okay, because they're being ferried off for the last time. I liked it.
And I like Trapper in it, which is in Red Dead.
Yes.
Yeah, it is.
I was like, yeah.
And what's his name? Gleeson, Brendan Gleeson, brilliant.
Yeah,
when he was singing, and it's almost like the realization in their faces and the realization in your own mind.
Yeah.
Like, okay, this is what situation they're in, because their faces like just basically painted a picture so well. Like, oh shit, we're fucked.
I know what you mean. It was very good, but at first I thought this is the weakest, because when that old man was just babbling his story, I was like, I'm not even interested in this. I was like, oh, what a shame for the last film. I'm not even fucking interested in this. But then when it's like, oh, this is the last tale all of these people are going to tell. This is just like their fucking final moments. And do you know what was interesting thinking back? Because that one guy with the funny moustache was like, oh, sorry, did I wake you up? And he was like, I wasn't sleeping. It's like, that must be the transition from life to death, right?
Oh yeah.
I'm guessing that's what they were.
It's an interesting thought. Yeah, this out of all of them, I think this is the one where you can like pick it apart and try and theorize about what they're actually talking about, or what this actually means.
Yeah, I very much enjoyed that one.
And that thing about like watching people's eyes as they do that final journey. He wasn't saying really what it was at that point, but like dying and then trying to make sense of it. Like when he was talking of that, he was like, I try and look in their eyes and look and to watch what they're thinking in those final moments. And the woman's like, what do they say? And he's like, I don't know, because they go somewhere else. I don't have the answer. Mm-hmm. You know the man, the French man, who was in the carriage.
He was next to the woman.
Yep.
He's from Frasier. He's Donnie, this lawyer. I didn't even recognise him till the end, but he's like full-blooded American, and I thought his accent was spot on, because I thought he was French. Yeah. I thought this was actually a Frenchman at first.
I did really recognise him, but I couldn't place him.
I like the whole little double act as well, when they're like, he's sleeping in your room tonight with the whole dead body.
True. Yeah. So did you see them two as like kind of like the people who take you to the next place, or did you see them as actually dead as well?
No, I thought they were sort of like the person who was...
They were the people that take you, because they said we'd done this journey a lot.
Yeah, like the equivalent of the Grim Reapers.
Yeah.
Whereas the guy on top of the horse was like the ferryman, taking him to the final destination. Because they seem like a bizarre double act that would work well together, because neither of them were confused or worried. They were like, they knew.
That's what
they were like, this horse ain't stopping. He doesn't stop. Yes, very much enjoyed it. And I like the way the guy just at the end resolutely was like, okay, when he's standing in the doors of the hotel and he's sort of looking back, and then he just kind of embraces it, like defiantly, just like dusts his hat off and he's like, come on then.
Yeah.
If this is it, I'm ready. I like that.
Yeah, it was a good ending. It was a good one to end on, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, very good. So, with all that in mind, I've been tallying up as we went along, and I've got the average rating for each of us based on our 6 scores. Would you both like to hear them?
Yes,
go for it.
Now, Adam, from your 6 scores, you averaged an 8 out of 10 for this movie. Would you say that's accurate?
Yes, that's what I would give it.
Lovely. Myself, my good self, I've averaged an 8.5. And since we don't do half ratings here, we can either round up or round down. Since I love the Coens and I was very pleased overall with this film, I'm going up and I'm giving it a 9 out of 10.
Wow.
Paul, you average out a 7.5. Are you going down or are you going up?
Let's give him an 8.
Yeah.
We'll give him an 8.
You're going to give him an 8. They deserve an 8.
Yeah, they deserve an 8.
This is good. We're all very happy with it, generally speaking.
Yeah, it was a bit fun.
Meal Ticket was the only one that really let any of us down.
Yes.
The only thing I can say about this film is I very much enjoyed it, but it's slightly forgettable.
So I disagree. I don't think so.
I wouldn't say it's
personally.
Forgettable. I say elements are very.
I don't think an 8 should be forgettable.
No.
Yeah, I know, but I very much enjoy it still. And talking about it now, I realise how much I actually enjoyed it.
Which is always the way.
See?
As is
always
life.
The way.
As is life. Things are better in memory.
Aww.
But again, yes.
What a beautiful way to sign off the podcast.
What's important with this, Adam wants to rush off already, but what's important is was completely unique and original.
Yes, and that's why it deserves us to round up our numbers.
For the first time, it's not a remake
And for the first time, has Netflix actually made a good film?
Yeah.
I feel like we watched... Oh no, Bright. Bright was fantastic, wasn't it?
Bright was halfway through, it was good, and then it went shit in the second half.
Yeah, but may I remind you boys that Bright only scored 1 point less than this film did for both of you when we reviewed it.
And I'd agree with that.
You should be ashamed of yourselves.
A distinction between a 7 and 8 is a big deal. An okay average film to something that's a bit more memorable.
I agree.
Yeah.
I think all 8s and aboves are the kind of films that you
tell people
really
about.
enjoy. Yeah.
Of course.
7s, I'm sorry, for me a 7 doesn't count as something that is significant enough.
7 for me is like I watch it once and never watch it again.
On the sides, where would you put this film with your other 8s? Because your other 8s are Black Panther, Last Jedi, Solo, Upgrade, and Halloween.
I'd probably say above Solo.
So above Solo, so Black Panther and Last Jedi better, but above Solo. Very good, yes. I would put mine, because I have 3 Billboards, Black Panther are my my only 2 other 9s, and I find that a bit tricky.
I'd put it below them, well, yeah, it's not as good as 3
I don't know, the jury's out. It's not as good as 3 Billboards, but I don't know if I preferred it. Yeah, it's hard. I'll have a think about that before next time. What about you, Paul? What about you with your ones?
List them off again. I can't remember what I got. Have you got it there?
Yeah, your 8s are in this order, which you put them in. Upgrade,
Okay.
Jurassic World, Fallen Kingdom, Halloween, Last Jedi, and I, Tonya.
Okay, it's going between I, Tonya and Last Jedi.
Okay, all right, that's fair. That's good. I think everyone was very fair with their review of this film, and much love to the Coens and may they forever continue making films like this.
100%.
And it's on Netflix,
Beautiful
so
people.
everyone should go watch it.
Sure.
Lovely.
I hope someone creates Buster Scruggs' character in Red Dead Redemption Online.
Yes, 100%. With his wings
They
on the
should
back
do
of
like
the
a
wall.
little Easter egg. You should find a guy like dressed in pants, all that stuff.
Yeah, they
That'd be
should.
brilliant.
They should do that. It would be good.
Right, that was a lovely podcast we just did there.
Was it? If
Yes.
You say so.
Was it? If anyone wants to get in touch with us, you can get in touch with us at FilmBustersPod on Instagram, Facebook and Twitter, or you can email us at filmbusters@outlook.com.
I wish somebody would email us.
I know, right?
Say something. Is there anyone out there?
Give us a
Here's
film
one
to
for you.
watch. Give us a question.
If anyone has made it to this far in the podcast, if you simply, and I mean this, if anyone has made it to this far in the podcast, if you tweet us or Facebook message us or email us, just simply saying Buster Scruggs,
We love you.
just simply saying Buster Scruggs, I will Amazon ship you a Blu-ray of your choice under £10. But you have to be someone. I will do that. If you've made it this far,
Does that work
and
for
you
me
can
as well?
engage with us on that level, I'll do it. It doesn't work for either of you, and I will find out if either of you have spoken to someone who you know to get them to do it. This is a
Also,
legitimate
Ben, you
test
do
to see
realise
if
an
anyone's made
Amazon
it this way.
order under £20 you have to pay for postage.
I've got Amazon
And
Prime.
is it only
baby.
one person? The first person to do it, yeah.
First person to do it. Yeah, I'm only doing it for one person. Yeah.
I really hope this goes viral and then you've got like 100 requests.
No, like I said, I'm only going to do it for one. And honestly, I'm going to interrogate that person to ensure that it is not somebody that. So, Paul, you monitor the email account. You let me know if that comes in. All right.
Yeah, I will do.
Lovely.
Sounds like
Great.
a good time for someone.
Yeah. Let's see. And if you're listening, Carl Pilkington, you don't get anything.
Apart from the change for the fish and chips.
FilmBusters.